Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into some really powerful excerpts on finding, well, a kind of profound inner peace. They come from a devotional text called Talking About Jesus.
And our mission here is to really unpack that idea of stability. I
Yeah.
mean, how do you stop living, as the text says, at the mercy of circumstances?
Right.
We're
Yeah.
looking at that emotional swing,
Yeah.
between anxiety and excitement.
And the central instruction in these sources is it's pretty radical. It's fret not over the bad stuff, but also, and this is the key part, don't get carried away by anything that stirs excessive delight.
Exactly. To even understand that, we have to get really honest about the problem it's trying to solve.
And the source material is brutally honest about the triggers. It says things like, a harsh word troubles you, an unexpected delay frustrates you.
Yeah, or an uncertain future makes your heart restless. We all feel that.
But then on the flip side, we get lifted too high by success, by comfort, by praise.
And that list just exposes the core issue, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Our soul is acting as if its peace is completely tied to what happens around you.
It's a constant fluctuation.
It is. And in a modern world with notifications and social media, that fluctuation is just amplified 100 times a day.
So we're basically handing over the remote control to our own inner state. But if we're supposed to move beyond that, I mean, doesn't that take constant, just exhausting effort?
Well, that's the pivot. The source doesn't just give you a command, it gives you a new identity. It says, remember who you are. You are a weaned child of God.
Okay, that phrase weaned child, that needs some context. What does that actually mean for our stability?
It's a psychological shift, really. It's moving from being like an infant crying for immediate comfort, for instant relief, to something more mature.
So weaning isn't cruel.
No, the text says it's growth, not cruelty. It's a process designed to teach the soul how to rest, even when those comforts, those easy fixes are taken away.
It's about freedom, then. Freedom from needing all these fleeting charms, as the text calls them.
Exactly. Things like pleasure, applause, possessions, even our own plans. They just can't carry the weight of your soul. They were never meant to.
And the source says that when we experience disappointment, it's not meant to crush us.
Right. It's allowed specifically to free you from leaning on things that can't hold you up.
So what's the result of all this? Where does this process lead?
It leads to what the sources call a sacred stillness.
A stillness that isn't about the world becoming quiet, is it?
No, not at all. The text is very clear that storms will rise and the world will stay unstable. This stillness is internal. It's the presence of God reigning within.
So how do we get there? What's the practical instruction?
It's simple to say, but hard to do. Lean upon God alone.
And that leaning isn't passive. The source says it needs to be fully, daily, and deliberately.
That's the active part. It's an act of surrender. It means trusting when you do not understand. It means waiting when you'd rather rush ahead.
It's about surrendering the outcomes, but still being faithful in what you're supposed to do.
Yes, it's coming to that place where you can genuinely say, Lord, you are enough. That's the anchor.
So as we wrap this up, the final instruction for you listening is this. Quiet yourself. Don't chase every single joy, and don't fear every single trial.
The big takeaway is that stability is not a feeling, it's an anchor. Let His promises steady you when circumstances shake you. The text literally promises that the soul that leans on God alone will never be put to shame.
Which leaves us with a final thought to carry forward. If the world is, as the source says, going to remain noisy and unjust, how do you distinguish between necessary practical action on your part and that useless soul-draining fretting that you're told to surrender? That's the question to wrestle with.